Thank you very much. I won't take too long now. We're all tired. End of the day, I'm not sure whether this last presentation has been here by design or by coincidence. History of Laser, European Laser Association is one which should tell you what happens when the leadership goes. It should tell you what happens when motivation goes. It should also tell you what happens when people just walk away. They don't hand over the charge from one office to the other office. So, as we saw with Johanna Bitball's presentation, I believe European Laser Association was formed in 1981, but I'm not too sure about it. Where do I come into it? It will make it clear in a couple of minutes. But we now, ELA, I'm talking about ELA, we now have an active website. So do log on to the website to see a little bit of history of ELA. But in brief, the political and economic union of some European countries identified Europe as a regional power, and we're going back to the 70s, obviously. European replaced many national organs, and a concept of European Laser Association was conceived. Now, although Jean Bitball's presentation says it's 1981 that European Laser Association formed, I could not find any record whatsoever of documentation. A formal European Laser Association was formed to represent unified laser Europe in 1991. That's what I find in the Chamber of Commerce in Amsterdam. From that documentation, we find that in the 90s, ELA sponsored and organized a number of conferences in Europe. That's important. It's sponsored and organized. These words are important because that's where the money goes if you go into losses. Organizing sponsorship international conferences proved a daunting task for an international organization. It's all right when you work within your own country, but when you start working in countries which were, 10 at that time, now there are 27, European countries with different standards, different money, different levels of healthcare, and you're trying to unify those under an umbrella of European Laser Association by running a conference may be something that one should not do. And no wonder that European Laser Association became dysfunctional by 2002. Office bearers resigned, there was no leadership. Somehow somebody approached me as a treasurer of British Medical Laser Association to see if I could look into what happened to the bank account, what happened to documentation. You know, it took me 3 or 4 or 5 years to get to all the access to the bank, to the Chamber of Commerce. So by 2008, I found that there was some money in Amsterdam in ABN AMRO Bank, about 3,000–4,000 euro. And then we started, we appointed president, new president. I became treasurer, also became secretary. But today we now have a structure, okay? And we have some aims which are on the website. same as any other organization. And it is a structure which exists, which survives. It's not the individuals. So those individuals who are running conferences as individuals, please bear in mind, you owe something to your organization to create a structure which will take the organization further. This is the message that I would like to give. These are the aims of ELA. Now we have this membership. We have Czechoslovakia, France, ESLAS, Italian high-tech network in dermatology, Dutch, Spanish, and of course UK, the British. This is 2009. So we again got ourselves together in Europe, and the first, then the membership phase is of €50, or 50 members are under is £500, or sorry, €500, and 50 or over is €10 per member annually. So these organizations are paying us the money, and the first European convened conference is going to take place in Tarragona. It's jointly organized by Spanish, the British, and ESLAS. That means our annual general meeting will be in Spain, and Spanish annual general meeting also will be in Spain. That's what I mean by don't sponsor, piggyback on other meetings for international organizations like European Laser Association. Otherwise you lose the money. And it's hosted by Spanish. That's where the meeting is going to take place. It's, the plans are very advanced, so I would ask you all to come and support this cause. We will make sure that you're well looked after. The hotel is 5-star hotel, quite a nice, reasonable price, etc., etc., etc. So this is the story of European Laser. Where it's going to go from here, I don't know. Mario Trellis is president. I'm a secretary general. There's a treasurer, vice president, Laisla Horak, and that is what it amounts to at the moment for European Laser Association. Thank you very much for your attention.